Hey, hey. Welcome, guys, to the Team Fearless call. It's Monday night. I'm sick again. It's April 7th, 2019. Can you guys believe, spring is here? It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to make this short and sweet tonight. So if you have any questions, go ahead and when you hop on, go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll answer them as we go along. All right, so I want to start out with, sorry, I need to just drink my tea. I want to start out with Success Club. You guys, there's some new faces on our board and it's really exciting. So those who have inspired a life for the month of March, we had Allie Cross, my love, with 2 points, meaning inspiring one life. We had Bethany Schoaf with 2 points. We had Heidi Marchand with 2 points. Guys, Heidi, I'm so proud of you, and I will shout out your name again in a little bit, but you sort of came back onto the scene with some major gusto, and it was really super cool. So Heidi was on the board with 2 in March, and also Kate Baker with 2 in March. And then for Success Club hitters, Liza Polster hit Success Club with Success Club 6 in March, and I hit Success Club with 12 in March. And then I also, yes, it's only the first week of April, but we already have some people on the board. Heidi Marchand and myself are both on the board with 2, and Liza is already at 6. Holy crap, girl! I'm so proud of you. So for those of you who are sort of new to our team, Success Club is really the benchmark of how we measure our business. It's yes, measured in points, but we really look at it as the lives that we have touched and inspired. So if once you go through Coach Basics training, you will see how you earn those points. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Okay, so I want a huge shout out again to Heidi Marchand. So she signed up as a coach 2 weeks ago and has already hit Emerald. Basically, she said, what do I have to do? I sent her a video that said you can hit it within 24 hours, and she did just that. So it was really not overcomplicating anything. It was just reaching out to some people in her family and making that happen. So congratulations, that is absolutely incredible, and I'm so, so proud of you. And then also I want to shout out Kelsey and Elise for opening their own virtual gym and sort of taking their businesses to the next level by starting their own gym and having their own people come in, because it's amazing. It's sort of like you kind of have to step it up a little bit when you're responsible for something. So I'm super proud of you guys. I know it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to hear how it goes. And again, reach out with any questions. Check this mug out. Inappropriate? No. Okay. And then last for the shout outs to everybody who has taken on their Master Coach certification for the Ultimate Portion Fix. There are so many people on our team that are going through the certification. And these are the ones that I know so far that have completed. Elise Munzie is a Master Coach. Heidi Marchand is a Master Coach. Elizabeth Polster is a Master Coach. And Bethany Schoaf is a Master Coach, and myself. So super freaking cool, guys. And I don't know about you, but that training was pretty, I mean, it wasn't like it was super intense, but it was so informative. And like now I feel like I have so much more as far as tools to offer our challengers. When they have questions, I kind of feel like I can actually answer them and give them a little bit of a background. So congratulations to all of you, because it took some time to finish that. And it's just something more that we can offer our challengers and our fellow coaches that we couldn't before. I wish they had this like when I first started, because God, there's so much that I didn't know. So anyway, okay, let's go over some news really quickly. The 21 Day Fix real-time workouts launched on Monday. I actually started them, but then I couldn't finish them because I work out earlier than 12:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast. And so it just wasn't at an ideal time. So I'm actually going to be starting the 21 Day Fix real time over tomorrow, because they'll already be live and I'll be able to do them at my time in the morning. But for the few that I did, that first one, it was tougher. I thought I was pretty sore. So yeah, it was pretty cool. All right. Summit parties. For those of you coming to Summit, there is still time to get your tickets. Don't wait. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's a game changer, not only for your business, but for you personally. Like, you get to meet the people that are on your team. You get to mingle with people that you might look up to as far as coaches who are higher up. So, oh, wow, my watch for some reason is recording everything I say right now. That was really weird. So if you don't have your ticket yet, don't wait, get your ticket. Let's go. There is tons of recognition and tons of parties and all sorts of things that happen at Summit. And last year I was able to go to the Success Club party. And this year, in order to earn a ticket for you and a guest to that Success Club party, you must hit Success Club 10 in both April and May. So Liza, girl, you're almost there. So combined 20, but it has to be 10 in each month. Usually it's like a combined, like you can get 5 in one month and 15 in the next month. But this year it's 10 in April, 10 in May. You and a friend and a guest, you and a guest can go to the Success Club party. And it's so cool, guys, because again, it's exclusive. It's something extra that this company offers. And, you know, you get the little bit of a red carpet treatment, and that's always fun. What else? Super Weekend is coming up on April 12th, 13th, or 14th. Now, it's just one of those days, depending on where that is in your meeting. Sorry, I'm just looking to see. It said someone was waiting. So where it is going to be, like what day it's going to be in your area. I highly recommend, guys, go to one of those. They're only about 4 to 5 hours, but you get amazing training. You get a super workout, and depending on where you are, it can be a pretty big trainer. Like Chris Downing is going to be at our Super Saturday this month, and he is the creator of the Shift Shop, and he is one of the most sweet, loving, huggable, cuddlyable people. He's just such a sweetheart, and his heart is really in the right place. His whole mission is just to help people and show that they can do it. And so he's going to be at our Super Saturday. I'm sure Autumn's going to be at one. Shanti will be at one. Like, they are all over. So go. The trainings are incredible. And also, if you've never been to an event like that before, guys, you hear stories, and these stories are seriously what changed my perspective on this whole coaching business, because I honestly thought that to be a coach, you had to be a certain way. You had to look a certain way. You had to have 6-pack abs. You had to have all these things. And then I went to an event like this, and I was like, God, these people are just like me. The top coaches are just like me. So it was really incredible. So there's always one in your area. Look up in your office under Super Weekends, and there's like a little map guide that will show you where the closest one is to you. You just put in your zip code. Okay, and then last but not least, and I'm really excited about this, Vegan Recover is coming in May. And Recover is one of those supplements I really wanted to take. I just can't because it has milk in it and it makes my belly really upset. So I don't know the exact date in May, but Vegan Recover is coming. So now that all that's out of the way, I kind of just want to go back to basics a little bit. We have so many new people on our team, and it's really exciting because we're growing. But with that comes a little bit of refreshers every once in a while. So I would say it was about a year and a half ago, I did a training with someone named Josh Coates, and he'll actually be at Summit this year doing a workshop, I believe, like the Wednesday before Summit starts. So if you go early and you have a want for some more training, I highly recommend checking it out. So I did this training with him. It was a month-long training, and he gave us a checklist of what to do every single day in order to grow your business. And so I believe it was December. I believe the training was in December of last year. No, of 2017. And in January of 2019, I hit Success Club 22. And I owe it all to this training because it literally gave me a step-by-step guide of what to do every single day. And there was an incentive to get some of our money back from the training because the training was like $300. And I was like, oh, I get some money back? Well, hell yeah, I'm going to do exactly what's required of me for this training. So I did it. And not only did I get some of my money back, but my paychecks were a lot better. And I was able to build my team a lot the first half of that year. So I just want to go over that checklist with you guys and show you where to access it so that you can print it out and follow it daily. All right, so let's see here. Let me share my screen. Alrighty, if you guys can see that, I hope so. Let me move some of this around, which I know you guys can't see it, but it's in my way. Okay, so in our, well, here, let me just show you where to go to find it. Let me just X out of here. We'll go to here. If you go to the coaches of Team Fearless, there we are. And you go down here to files, right here. Click. Right down here are just tons of files. And guys, if you ever need information, look through here first because it's a really good place to find things. So Peach and Blue, I guess I need to figure out how to change the names of these, but the Peach and Blue minimal framed checklist. That's where you're going to look. I don't know how to change that, but I will try. So here, there is a full-time daily checklist, and let me go back, and there is also a part-time daily checklist. And what that means is if you are wanting to be a full-time coach and build your business and possibly make this your full-time gig, this is the checklist that you're going to go by. So this is the one I'm going to show you first because it's the one that I use. So it's very simple, and we have tons of checklists, but if you're anything like me, checking things off makes me feel like, okay, I'm accomplished. I know what to do next. I know what I missed, so that if I don't reach a certain goal, I'm like, oh, well, that's why. So on Monday, did you do your workout? Did you drink your Shakeology? And by just doing those isn't enough. It means posting within your challenge groups, right? Did you do your health and fitness post for Monday, which could be your story about your workout that day. It could be you're sharing meals. It could be you're talking about how this lifestyle has changed you. And then a lifestyle post. Now, this is different than anything that has to do with Beachbody. This is about your family, your children, an adventure that you are taking, something that has nothing to do with Beachbody. Okay, then you're going to start 20 or more conversations. Now, that sounds a little overwhelming, but it's something as simple as maybe sending a happy birthday to somebody that you've never talked to before. If someone liked your post, sending them a hey, like, thank you for that. Can be anything. I don't ever start my conversations off with Beachbody. Ever, 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 ever. Okay. Hold on. 10 or more invites. Now, this again can seem overwhelming. And when you first start using this checklist, you might not get that 10 invites because you're like, I don't really have 10 people to invite yet. But when you start doing 20 or more conversations every single day, you're going to have 10 people to invite, trust me. Tracking your conversations. Now, we always talk about tracking. If you're a pen and paper person, go ahead and do it. I don't recommend it because I think it's easier to not keep as great of notes. I use Google Streaks. Again, in our coach training, there is a video on how to do that. But that's a way for me to be able to set reminders on who I need to follow up with and who I'm talking to and where in the conversation I am, what group I've invited them to, all of that. Down here, expanding your network, 10 to 20 people. So if you're using Instagram, that's following people, adding followers. If you're on Facebook, that's adding friends. PD, personal development, non-negotiable, do it every single day. And then affirmations. So this is something I thought was very silly. And I was like, I can't do affirmations. I don't even know what affirmations are. Well, do the damn affirmations. It's something as simple as I am a great leader. I do deserve health and wealth. I deserve to have a loving family. Whatever it is, affirmations. Do at least 3 every day. And then you're going to see it. It changes up a little bit on Tuesday. You're going to do your workout, your Shakeology. Coach breadcrumb post. These are super important. So this doesn't mean you're doing this big, like, come join my team post. This is and I share this example a lot when I get to go and have lunch with my son at school. I wouldn't get to do that if I was working a 9-to-5 job. Now, for me personally, I'm not a 9-to-5 person. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. For some people, it is. So maybe going to lunch with your kid at school is not something that really appeals to you. But for me, I feel very grateful that I'm able to do that because that's something I want to do. So that would not be possible if I had to work a 9-to-5 job, right? It just wouldn't. But you need to find something that this business allows you to do. Like maybe it allows you to go to the grocery store and splurge a little bit on things that you weren't able to do before, or you don't have to worry as much. Like you can go to Starbucks and grab a coffee and not freak out, right? It's just little things like that this business allows you to do. And then an engagement boost post. Guys, I love these. They can be so much fun. Hold on. Sorry, I have the heater blowing right on my feet and it's getting warm. So these are things like, I'm thinking of getting my hair colored. Should I go blonde or should I go red? Even if you already know the answer, put that out there anyway, because people love to give their opinions. When you, like, what's the screen time that you allow your children? A or B? Beach vacation or mountain vacation? Just things like that. They're engagement boosting posts. So it doesn't mean you're like paying for any engagement, like on like the ads, which you can do, don't do. But this is to really get people talking, because what happens when they engage on your post, you're going to respond to every single one of those comments, and then all those people are going to see your posts even more. Okay, so that's what that's for. Again, 20 or more convos, 10 invites, tracking your convos, expanding your network, personal development, affirmations. Let's go to Wednesday. Workout, Shakeology, health and fitness post, going live. This is something I think that scares all of us. I still get scared about it. Going live. Pick something that means something to you. Again, it doesn't have to be about Beachbody. It can be if you want it to be, especially now that you're a master coach. You can talk about your nutrition plan. You can talk about how 30-minute workouts fit into your life and like give you such a great mental space because maybe you have struggled before, right? Or one of my very best live videos was I gave 10 tips. What was it? It was 10 tips, something to do with my kids. 10 ways to like build your child's self-esteem. That was a huge one for me, like huge. So definitely make sure that it's adding value to people's lives. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes. It can be 5 minutes. Just make sure that it adds value. Then everything else is the same. Convos, invites, tracking, expanding, personal development, affirmations. And then again on Thursday, same thing, except here you're going to coach breadcrumb again. Okay. So something a little bit different. Like, I could talk about how, I've always been an extreme introvert and very nervous around people and, experiencing high anxiety. Before these team calls, my anxiety is through the roof. Which is why lots of times I'm like, I have a glass of wine or something, but it's gotten easier over the years and I owe that to coaching. So again, that's something you can just talk about, like where you were and where you are now. And then everything else is the same. Friday, same thing. Now, Friday, you're going to do your progress pic. Now, what does that do? If you do a progress picture every Friday, you should see a difference, right? We're following a program. We should all be following a program. So people are watching. They're watching you every day, whether they're commenting or not, they're watching you every single day. So you want them to see that it's working for you, because if it's not, well, then they're not going to join you. And then your lifestyle post. Now here's something different, 40 follow-ups. That should be no problem, right? Because you've already done 20, 40, 60, 80. You've already started 80 new conversations. So 40 follow-ups is just answering those messages, probably their responses to you, or following up with people who maybe in the past have said, hey, check back with me next month. So then again, 10 more invites, all the rest is the same. Then Saturday, a little bit different. Your workout, your Shakeology. Now you're posting 2 freebies. Maybe it's a picture of your kids, your dogs, your hike, whatever. Has nothing to do with Beachbody. And then personal development and affirmation. And why it's so important for you guys to post things that have nothing to do with Beachbody is because you are not Beachbody. We have talked about this so many times, right? Like, you're not Beachbody. You are Heidi, Liza, Mary Beth, Kate, Bethany, like Elise, Kelsey. You guys are your own people. You just happen to have found that Beachbody works best for you. Okay. So people need to know that, like, you are you, and you just found something that works, and that's it. Okay. So it's really important to make sure you're not just posting Beachbody, because trust me, they're just going to keep scrolling because they're not going to care. They want to know that you're a real person. And then Sundays, you're going to plan out your week. And then here is your big coaching opportunity post. That's when you're going to put that post out there, like, coaching has changed my life. If it has, this is what I'm looking for. Come on and join me. So that's what that is. Who's hopping on here? Is that Heidi? Hey, girl.
Hey.
How are you? I can't see your face.
I don't know how to do this.
Okay. So down towards the bottom, you should see a little, like a little video camera, and it probably has a line through it right now, is what I'm assuming.
Okay.
So turn it on. Mm-hmm.
I look fabulous.
You do look fabulous, girl. Are your girlies sleeping?
Lola definitely is. Marley's on the way.
I love those names so much.
Thank you.
They're so great.
Is anyone else on the call?
No, I was actually just doing a recording and I was going to post it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It actually, to look at. So actually, I was just going through the checklists as far as like daily checklists to really kind of help you stay on track as far as what you need to do every day. And I just gone through the full-time daily checklist for somebody who wants to run this business full-time. So it's going to be a little heavier in some of the departments. And now I'm just about to go over the part-time. So perfect timing.
Okay, great.
All right, so the part-time daily checklist, and I'm going to go through this one a little bit quicker just because I already went through this one. But it's virtually the same exact thing. Monday, you're going to work out, your Shakeology, your health and fitness post, your lifestyle post, which again has nothing to do with Beachbody, and you're going to do 5 to 10 new conversations as opposed to 10 to 20, right?
Okay.
You're going to invite 3 to 5 people, and I just want to talk for a second about inviting. You can put posts out all day long. Like, I think a lot of us are really good with posting and our stories and all of that. But I think sometimes we expect, actually, I'm going to mute you for a second. We expect people to flock to us from those posts, and we expect to like gain all of our challengers and our coaches from those posts. It just doesn't happen like that. We would love for that to happen, but it doesn't. But what you will notice is that lots of people are going to like your post or heart your post or comment on it. And so those are where your invites are going to come from. So if 30 people like your post, the easiest way to start a conversation and then eventually invite that person is to say, thank you so much. My new thing that I say to people is thank you so much for, your support on your post. It like truly means everything to me. Can I ask what caught your attention? So you're asking them a question like, what was it about that post that caught your attention? And sometimes people are just like, well, not sometimes, they're always very honest. And it's really cool by just asking them what caught their attention. You'd be so surprised at how much you've inspired them to maybe do something different in their day, or just look at something a little bit differently, or for them to say, you know what, I really want to be able to do what you do. So it's just really important to reach out to those people, because sometimes, and I get this a lot, they'll say to me, I was just so afraid to say something to you, so thank you for reaching out. Because listen, if we don't reach out to them, someone else is going to, trust me. Yeah, that's Monday. And then again, Tuesday, your workout, your Shakeology, your coach breadcrumbing post. And I'll go over this really quickly, Heidi. Your coach breadcrumbing post is really just like what coaching has done for you. It's not an invite. It's not a call to action post. It's simply like, I was saying before, today I got to go to have lunch with my son in school. If I worked a 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't be able to do that. And for me, 9 to 5 is not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a 9-to-5 person my entire life, which is why I've always been a bartender, because 9 to 5 doesn't appeal to me. But bartending and working late nights doesn't appeal to a lot of people too. So it's just really finding what it is that that you can kind of talk about. Like maybe going to lunch with your daughters is not something that you can do or want to do, but maybe something else is. And the fact that now coaching allows you to do that. It could be something simple like, with this paycheck, I got X, I don't talk about how much, but
Right.
my paycheck this week helped me take my kids out to like splurge on ice cream or something. Like it doesn't have to be, I can remember when I first started, I was like, I have nothing to share about coaching. I haven't been able to quit my job full time. I don't have my dream house. I'm not, I haven't been able to retire my husband yet. And those seem to be the big things people were talking about. And I had to really take a step back and go, but I'm able to pay for my sister's wedding. I'm able to go on vacations. I'm able to pay for my kids' summer camps, which are ridiculously expensive.
Right.
Those things are what speak to me right now. So coach breadcrumbing posts are just something that speaks to you on how coaching has helped you. And then your engagement boost post, and actually you have a cruise coming up. So this was a good one for you, even though you were one of the most helpful people for me when I posted about the cruise. But nobody knows that, right? So I saw that you did it in your stories the other day about asking people for advice. Well, so now you do an engagement boost post on Tuesday, like what's more important for a cruise? Sunblock or a hat? I mean, that's a really bad example, but something like
right.
So that they can just, people love to give opinions. So,
okay.
So that's that. And then 5 to 10 new convos, 3 to 5 invites, tracking your conversations, which I use Google Streaks. I don't know if you have something that you use, but it's really simple. And it's free, and I love free.
Okay.
And so there is a video in the Coach Basics training on how to set that up. It's super, super easy. And it's completely what is the word I'm looking for?
Personalized.
Customizable. Whatever works for you. Like it's not a one size fits all. Like I have mine
Gotcha.
a certain way, but you can totally set it up however, like whatever works for you. And then expanding your network, 5 to 10 people. So either adding 5 to 10 new Facebook friends or 5 to 10 new followers on Instagram. And then personal development, which is super important. I was saying non-negotiable. And then affirmations. So really getting yourself in that mindset of I am whatever you need. I always thought affirmations were kind of funny. They always felt really weird to me. But then I started doing them and I'm like, damn it, these are great. And like, they weren't that easy at first to come up with, but then I was like,
Right.
like, it just becomes easier. So every single day you're going to see something a little bit different on these checklists.
Okay.
But they help so much because they help to keep you on track. And if you don't know what to post in a day, you just go back and you're like, oh, I haven't really posted anything about, like, I haven't posted an engagement post in a while. I should do that. Or I haven't posted a coach breadcrumb for a while. I should do that. Going live,
Okay.
you know, things like that. This really just helps you keep on track. I got this from a training that I did in December of 2017. And I stuck to this checklist every single day for a month. And I ended up hitting Success Club 22, which was my highest at that time in January. And it all came from this checklist. So, which is, you know, it was a big deal back then. But it's because I think a lot of us work better if we can see exactly what we have to do every day.
Right.
So every single day there's something just a little bit different. And then Sunday is really planning out your week. And then that's your big coaching opportunity post. So sorry with it.
That's okay.
You might see. I've been getting sick so much lately. I feel like as we get
after the cruise,
like,
yep.
Yeah, and the cruise. I think everybody got sick from the cruise.
Yeah.
So our business is really built on the coaches and like building our teams. I sometimes have a hard time with trying to wrap my brain around like recruiting coaches, but that is really like the basis. And I feel like I work a little better with coaches than I do with challengers for some reason, but that's just me. But I bring in a lot more challengers than I do coaches. So I don't know, but
yeah.
So anyway, what I would recommend doing is printing out this list, or even if you don't print it out, I actually, on the notes section of my phone, you know how you can do the little checklists on your phone? I put it in there, and then I just checked it off every day.
Okay.
And that's what worked for me.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so there's either this part-time one, and I would recommend this for anybody that's new, or just not looking to actually build any farther than maybe just part-time. And then if you want full-time, you can just see that everything's a little bit more, 20 conversations, 10 invites. So just a little bit more, but everything else is the same. And these are all in right here on the Coaches of Team Fearless. If you go to files, there's tons of information here. So if you're ever looking for anything, just kind of check the files. Just check the files.
Perfect.
So let me stop sharing. Where is my thingy? Sorry, hold. There it is. Alrighty.
Thank you. That was great.
You're welcome. And be sure to watch the beginning of this because you were called out quite a bit. You were shouted out quite a bit for Emerald and all that good stuff. I saw that you're already on the board again with 2 Success Club points already, which is amazing.
I'm trying.
No, I know. And it's amazing. And like, it's just refreshing. It's very refreshing. So, and you're like a huge source of light in our challenge group. Which
thank you.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. That's a good group.
Good. Yeah. It's getting big. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Do you have any questions since we have a few minutes?
No, that was really helpful. Like those little checklist things.
Yeah.
Because I'm always wondering what to post. Like, I feel like I'm posting the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
we just want to make sure that we're not posting all
workouts
body because I think like we talked about the other day, you're not Beachbody, you're Heidi.
Right.
So, yeah, but I think you're doing fantastic. I think your posts are really good and you're like going full force. And, I think it's awesome. And I think we have so much more to offer now with being a master trainer, don't you?
Oh yeah, I know definitely a lot more. I know more how to use the containers this time around. Like last time I kind of faked it. Like, I know what these are. But now I really get it. Like I totally understand it.
Well, it's funny
so
because I've been using them I mean, not religiously, but I mean, I've essentially been using them for 4 years. And this is the first time where it actually makes sense.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'm like, God, I wish we'd had this at the very beginning. I really do.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
a lot would have been different.
It definitely helps.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you.
What's that?
My dog was walking around the corner. I heard footprints.
Coming to spy on Mommy. What you doing? I think I hear a child upstairs. Yeah. So if you don't have any questions, I know you just hopped on a little bit ago, but I went over quite a bit of information.
No, this was great.
I always record these, and so I will put it up. Usually because my internet is not the fastest and I really know nothing about anything when it comes to this. I always let it upload overnight and then I post it. I'll post it tomorrow.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's good seeing your face for a minute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the bedhead and everything.
Oh, stop it. You're beautiful.
Oh, please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl. I'm going to bed because I did not feel good.
Yeah.
All right.
Feel better.
Thank you. We'll see ya. Bye.
Bye.